welcome back to my channel, and if it's your first time here, then salutations. My name is Priscilla and I make videos on beauty, fashion and lifestyle. Today's video will be focusing on top fragrances or my best fragrances for springtime. Anytime I see daffodils beginning to spring up, then it's a massive sign that we're in springtime. It means that the sun is a bit out, it's still raining sort of, but it's not gloomy on a lot of days. It's really nice and lovely out there on a lot of the days. And what better way to add some spice to your day if not through with fragrances. So today I'll just be talking to you guys about some of my best designer fragrances. There will be a part 2 to this video where I will be focusing more on niche fragrances for springtime, but today it's designer fragrances, more affordable fragrances that you can wear for springtime. So without wasting any more of your time, let's get into the video. Pardon me, but I'm going to have to be reading off the notes from my phone, but yeah, so that to give you sort of an idea of what the notes are in these fragrances. So the first fragrance I'll be talking today about is from the house of Versace, and it is Versace Light Yellow Diamonds. I absolutely love this fragrance. Sort of goes with my top. And this fragrance has got let's just see what the notes are. I'm going to put it on, on the screen, but just to give you a bit of what the notes in this fragrance are. It's got Amalfi lemon, it's got pear, it's got bergamot, neroli, and then in the middle notes it's got mimosa, freesia, water lily, African orange flower. I'm not familiar with that one. And in the base notes it's got musk, wood, and amber. I love a fragrance that has got amber in it because it gives it, oh, this is lovely. It gives it that sweet element. Oh, absolutely gorgeous. I definitely recommend this for spring. It smells very fresh, and then during springtime, as opposed to the winter months where you want something to make you feel cozy and warm because it's really cold, I think with springtime what you want is something fresh, to make you feel very just fresh, just to make you feel clean and fresh and bright, like, as the flowers are beginning to spring, you want something to put you in an uplift mood, and this fragrance would definitely do that. The second fragrance I'll be talking about today, I have mentioned this one on a previous video which I'll link down below, is Twilio MS. This is Twilio MS, and I absolutely love this one. This one has got some spice to it. It's got ginger in it. Let me tell you what all the notes in this one are. Bear with me a second whilst I get the notes from my phone. I'm so sorry, guys. But yeah, I really like to tell you guys the notes in all these fragrances. So the notes in this one are ginger, bitter lemon, bergamot. Again, it's got some tuberose. If you're into tuberose, you definitely like this one. It's got orange blossom, jasmine, and in the base it's got sandalwood and vanilla. So I always like fragrances that have got either amber or have got especially vanilla in their base, because what happens is when you spray fragrance, the first notes sort of evaporate within the first few hours, and then what you're left with is the base notes. And I always like when I'm left with a hint of sweetness in my fragrances. So any fragrance that has got a base note of vanilla in it is definitely up my street. So I definitely recommend this one. It's Twilio MS, one of my fragrances for springtime. The next fragrance I'll be talking to you about today is from the house of, and this has always been this is a fragrance that has been in my collection for the longest time. Can you guess which one it is? I'll give you a second to guess. J'adore. I absolutely love J'adore. And it's an old fragrance that has stood the test of time. This is a white floral fragrance, and anytime you hear a fragrance is white floral, it just means that the sort of flower that it's got in it is white. So for example, it's got freesia, or it's got white lilies, or it's got magnolia. It has one of those white floral notes to it, and this one has got pear in it. It's got magnolia. I guessed right. I could smell it. I knew I could smell magnolia. Oh my god, my nose is becoming quite good. It's got some peach to it to give it that sweetness. This one has got some mandarin orange, bergamot. That's been a very common note amongst all the fragrances I've talked about so far. It's got jasmine in the middle note. It's got some plum, some rose, some violet, and in the base notes again, this one has got vanilla in it, blackberry, cedar to give it a bit of weight and depth, and it's got some musk in it. So it's quite a complex fragrance. It's got loads of notes in there, but it smells very, this one smells very fresh, floral. It makes you feel like it's something that, when I think of J'adore by Christian Dior, I just think very girly, very dress, you know, a nice dress, you know, a nice floral dress. Makes me feel very elegant, like a lady. I definitely recommend this one. I think I've got this in a 100ml bottle just to show you how much I love it, and I definitely recommend it for springtime. The next fragrance I'll be talking to you all about today will be from the house of LiQWYD, and this is LiQWYD. This fragrance is quite sentimental to me because I got this when last time I went to Dubai, and Dubai is one of my favorite cities in the world, guys. New York is between Dubai and New York, it's a very close tie, but Dubai is definitely up there. So I got this on my last trip to Dubai. Oh God, I love LiQWYD. This is LiQWYD. I'm going to just read out the notes for you very quickly. This fragrance is absolutely lovely, very girly. It's got some accords of, I definitely can smell some floral notes. I don't know if it's going to be rose. Let's see if I'm correct. And this one has got peony in it in the top notes. I haven't mentioned anything with peony. It's got lychee. Lychee is a note that is in Parfum de Mali Delina, that gives it this like burst, this very strong burst of, you know, smell. It's got freesia in it. In the middle notes, it's got rose, it's got lily of the valley, it's got magnolia. Magnolia is one of my favorite springtime flowers. And in the base notes, it's got rose. In the base notes, it's got cedar and it's got amber. So remember what I said again, this one has got something to keep it, to make it stay longer. And this is what makes this fragrance so long lasting. It's everything evaporates and you're left again with the base notes with a hint of the middle notes, but the top notes goes away in the first couple of hours, like I said before. But this has got it's got loads of flowers in it. It's got magnolia, it's got lily of the valley, it's got rose, it's got peony, and it's got freesia. It's a very lovely fragrance. It's not as light as J'adore, it's not as floral as J'adore. It's got a bit of depth to it, this one, and I think this is very long lasting. It's something that when I spray, I still have it on after 8 hours. It's that long lasting. I definitely recommend it. I'll just mention something about the bottle though. After some time of owning this, the bottle starts to get dark, and a tip I would give is toothpaste. I used toothpaste to clean mine and it was back to looking like it was brand new again. So I definitely recommend LiQWYD for springtime. The next fragrance I'll be talking to you about, I'm a bit shy to show the bottle because it has a bit of a crack on it. I don't know if anyone else has had accidents with their perfume bottles, but yeah, this one I had an accident with it when I traveled with it, and I did wrap it up. I promise, guys, I wrapped it up properly, but I don't know, when I arrived, my bag had been mishandled and this got broken. But this is Dolce & Gabbana Rose the One. A lot of people have talked about the one, or the only one, I think, by Dolce & Gabbana, but I've got Rose the One here. It's an absolutely lovely fragrance. From the name you can already tell that it's got rose in it, but I'd like to read all the notes again for you guys. Bear with me a second, I'm just going on my phone. I had written it in my notes to pull it out for you. This one has got rose, lychee, just like LiQWYD has got. It's got peony, grapefruits, vanilla, black currants, lily of the valley, musk, mandarin orange, lily, amberette, and sandalwood. So if you notice, all of these fragrances have got very similar notes in it. It's springtime, guys. That's all I can say. It's springtime. Oh, I love this fragrance. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's long lasting. All I'll say is sample it, try it, you'd love it. The bottle, it's got this gold cover in it, and it's a transparent bottle. Very lovely. I definitely recommend this one for springtime. The next fragrance I'll be talking to you guys about would be from the house of Lancome, and this one I think got released very recently. It's not maybe 2018 or 2019. But yeah, this is Idol by Lancome. It's the slimmest perfume bottle in the world. This fragrance, I decided to try this fragrance because oh, I love it. I absolutely love this fragrance. After this one and J'adore, a very close tie for me for springtime. I'll be using them a whole lot this springtime. I decided to buy this fragrance because I am so huge on fragrances from the house of Lancome. I think you all should know that by now. La Vie est Belle, I am one of the people who bought into that. In fact, I think I'm one of the people, when they say La Vie est Belle was the most popular fragrance, I think in 2018, I am one of those people who made it popular because I used it and went through loads of bottles. But then I wanted to explore something new from this house. And the last time, well, maybe over a year ago, when there was no lockdown and I was in Selfridges, I decided to smell this because a friend was like, oh, just smell it. I heard loads of good things about it. So I sampled this one and I immediately fell in love with it, but I didn't purchase it, and that was a bit of a regret. So during lockdown, yeah, it definitely had to come home. It definitely had to come home. It was meant to be. I absolutely love this fragrance. It smells very fresh. Again, it makes you feel very clean. It's a very springtime fragrance. That's the best way I can describe this one. It smells very much like fresh florals. But let me get you the notes again for this one. It's called Idol by Christian Dior. Oh, sorry, Idol by Lancome. So this one has got rose in it, it's got pear in it, bergamot, jasmine, and then in the base it's got vanilla and it's got musk as well. So again, very similar to all the fragrances I've talked about. Very long lasting. It's a compliment getter. I have definitely gotten a compliment on this one. So yeah, that is Idol by Lancome. And last but not the least, fragrance I'll be talking to you all today about is YSL Live. Now I know this is not the bottle that everyone might be familiar with. Don't worry, it's real. This is it's genuine. It's not a fake one. This is just a collector's edition. It's a rare bottle. I think this was a bottle that came out probably in 2019 Christmas time or 2020. I might be wrong, but I'll have to check. But yeah, it's a collector's bottle. It's got this cheetah pattern on it, or animal print on it, which I absolutely love. It's called Undress Me or Dress Me Naked or something. Bear with me, let me just check for you what it's called. It's a collector's edition and it's called Dress Me Wild. Dress Me Wild. I think that name is as a result of the bottle, basically. Wild cheetahs, wild animals in the wild. I don't know. But yeah, it's called Dress Me Wild. This has got accords of white floral, citrus. It's got lavender. I love the lavender in this one. This, when I initially first smelled this, because this was a blind buy for me, to be very honest, I wasn't a big fan, but I was warned. I was warned that I may not like it, but the bottle, I couldn't say no to this bottle. But over time, I decided to try it, stick with it. I wore it to bed. Absolutely loved it. Loved waking up and smelling myself in this. And it sort of grew on me. So the lavender in this one in particular, I really love. And we all know lavender is very calming. It's the sort of smell that is really nice to put you to sleep. I'm not saying that this is so strong enough that if you wore it to work, then you'll start sleeping at work. No, Priscilla did not say that. But it's a very calming, soothing fragrance with a very nice smell. And the notes in this one are lavender, I already mentioned. It's got neroli, it's got mandarin orange, it's got orange blossom, jasmine, and in the base notes, it's got vanilla, it's got white musk, and it's got tonka bean. Now, the vanilla and the tonka bean, because tonka bean has got this sweetness to it. It's a note that has got sweetness to it. So the vanilla and the tonka bean mix up to make it quite sweet. It has a tendency, this one, I will be honest, this one has a tendency to smell powdery. It could smell powdery if you're not careful. But yeah, all in all, it's a lovely fragrance I definitely recommend for springtime. So those are all the fragrances I have talked about today. Just to run through them again, I talked about Versace, Yellow Diamonds, Twilio MS, J'adore by Christian Dior. I talked about Chloe. I talked about Rose, the one from Dolce & Gabbana. I talked about Lancome Idol, and I ended it with Lib by YSL. Please tell me in the comment section if there are any of these fragrances that you've tried or you're looking to try. I look forward to hearing from you. Like this video. If you're not part of our family, then subscribe. I'd like to have you as part of our family. Like, share, subscribe, comment down below, and until I see you again in my next video, stay beautiful and stay blessed. Bye.